And now Fnatic get to have like a.
All right, let's have a look what they got. We got
kind of like
Heretics on defense, Fnatic on attack.
If they surprise Heretics,
Alpha on Deadlock gets the Sheriff out.
Never fully out of it, never fully down. It's been terrifying to
Can
watch.
they do a cross-map recon to make it look like they're gonna hit B?
We compose
Does the
ourselves
sound
and we
right?
will
It
look
looks
at
good.
that Deadlock. We will see its viability here. Does it look good with Fnatic? Who knows? Does it look good in general? Who knows? But they get started on the attacking side, of course. That then means Heretics gets to be on the defense. A very patient beginning and a little bit of a lean towards that A site.
keeping in mind as well, Fnatic opted to choose to start attack here.
Certainly did. Gotta keep eyes on Durka as well, his performance here on the Yoru. Again, something that we've been hot and
We're
cold on.
farming alphas. We're farming alphas all as well. I like it. Sheriff.
And a start could be had here. Alpha getting pretty far on this. Checked
Oh,
on and
shot.
tagged. Miniboo's gotta be
Actually
cautious.
tagged him.
But sent away. But look at the main pack of the players here. They are certainly not.
I mean, this one-person pressure
heading to the
keeps
other
3
side.
people here. They knife over towards side. It doesn't hit anyone.
Revealing area.
Goes here, right?
Piece towards B.
30 seconds.
Use the Aura utility to allow for the cross. Durka first man
Oh,
forward.
it goes a
trying to
little bit
get a
further
bit of
back.
space. No challenges yet. Very, very hesitant on the way through here. Heretics don't want to give up too much. Very paranoid about middle, and rightly so. We can see that Alpha's
Shock
there.
brings
Strike
Chronicle
is
down to 25.
We are in the post plant with 5 alive on either side. Oh, quick little scrap towards CT as Voot started off. Good trade though, 4v4.
Guarding here.
Still, look at Fnatic's
out.
post plants. They are, but look at the flank. Keep eyes on the last man alive. Now
Well.
this is a lot to ask of
it's,
the Wonder Kid.
it's a lot to ask, and it's
Alpha.
going to get fully
1v4,
diffused before he even does anything.
That pillar, the diffuse is there. It's going to be 4 alive, and Heretics off to a good start. They could not ask for a better beginning.
Almost a flawless round there as well. Fnatic having a pretty decent idea of taking that A lobby control and moving back to B, but Team Heretics, and this is something that we're going to look forward throughout the entire series. Their retakes is their bread and butter.
Oh, yeah.
Benji living
The server lineup
on B
missed?
site,
Nah, it
and
hit
going
back site. It hit
falling
up
back to
here.
spawn. That is their bread and butter. So Fnatic need to have a really good plan. That's what we're going to look out for.
And I will be kind of checking in with you with how you feel about the deadlock as this
Feel
game
like,
goes on, because I mean a pistol round we're not
yeah,
going to
the
see too
wall
much.
on
It's
pistol
not
could have
gonna come
been
fully into
nice on the
effect
after
until maybe
plant,
a little
but
later into the game, but certainly at the forefront of our minds, running a brand new agent like this to our eye test
Alpha
at
gets
least.
another Sheriff, and Heretics are allowed to death.
That Fnatic have, and it's very light. Just that Sheriff there with Alpha. Working towards that ult as quickly as possible. But a nice stack from Heretics towards the side of the map. This should be comfortable for them.
Go get some.
Big first kill for Woot, but eco for Fnatic.
Now that stun's not going to do enough here. Heretics happy to mop this up one by one. Yeah, not a problem.
Man, this could look.
Steady. They're gonna try to
This
approach
could
it
actually
again.
look disastrous.
Filter that Sheriff back on through its Chronicle,
Right
who,
here.
I mean, in the last couple of days, you've got to say as well, Fnatic must be exhausted after the amount they've been playing.
Most as the
Working hard
Paper
for
Rex.
this. Beautiful shot from Mini Boo. Beautiful. But again,
Dude,
Chronicle's
chat, what's
been,
that even called, man?
Really in form.
What's the little
Terrifying
tag thing
play
that's
to
on
watch.
your
So we
gun?
see that
I
start
need to play
kick
this
in
game more.
throughout this. It's going to be quite the game to watch, but still, down to Boaster and Leo. Any damage
Buddy,
is
gun
gonna be
buddy, that's
lovely.
it.
Very tricky to try and get done here.
The 2 1 versus 2s yesterday
30
Chronicle had on
seconds left.
split, keeping
Ridiculous.
Fnatic in the series to make it here.
I mean, people forget he is one of the most decorated players in this game.
For
It's-
sure.
And it's silly to say it, but you know, it feels like this game is the recency bias is real, but Chronicle is one of the class 6, and that's not a
Oh,
classic
and that's
for
why you give him the
That's Leo
Sheriff.
finding 2, and with 11 seconds, there's still bodies on the side, so very
Whoa.
difficult. But Leo's making... This looks somehow possible, but with 5 seconds, they're running too low on time. They made it extremely costly.
Hey,
And Boo's
did
gonna
great
play
though.
himself well in the
Two,
end, but
they were
made it
allowed to death
at
and they
least
got
financially
3.
costly for Heretics.
That was a really good recovery from Fnatic.
I mean, it's just
Leo
straight up
getting
shots
two
from
really
Leo.
big picks there. That is definitely the start, and as you were talking about before, it is super tiring when you play. You just had a best of 5 yesterday as well, and towards the end of an event, you want to make sure that you're kind of like min-maxing how much energy you're putting into every series. So making sure that you've paced yourself, so when you get to the grand finals, best of 5, you have enough energy to go in the distance. Some people might not be able to make it all the way.
Okay,
And
full
all
buy
the
against the
teams, you could argue,
bonus.
Fnatic at least does have the pedigree to be able to do that. If it was a
Absolutely.
different team,
Nothing
maybe a
too
different
wild.
scenario, they wouldn't be as prepared. I feel best of fives completely
We got the
change the
trip.
dynamics sometimes in the map pool.
Trip
And
down
Heretics coming in
A.
with such an advantage.
Dude,
leading us
Fnatic
here.
are
Now,
gonna play this
we
so
focus in,
slow
though,
the
'cause
whole
this is
time.
going to be the first kind of big hurdle, I guess. You want to have a clean first buy here for Fnatic. They've got those rifles. They're sitting in a decent enough position. They made it costly last round, so this isn't comfort for Heretics. Just to see what they can do on this bonus round now.
Fnatic has a really good idea here. The Deadlock's whole purpose is to be able to stall out Team Heretics' whole retake situations. And as soon as Team Heretics takes that A lobby control, they leave Boo alone on the control, which means Fnatic get to walk back into A, take a free site, and have all of Deadlock's abilities to stall
Okay,
and
wall
just
behind.
disrupt
They're
the
using
retake.
that.
God, that is
Honestly, not
theory
bad.
crafting looking good. It's whether or not they land it is yet to be seen. Boo's going to stop them at the front door. We're keeping note on the flank. This is what you are highlighting. Thank you, observers, for that one. It's going to make it very difficult for the other two to try and close this gap. It's going to be watched as well. Leo, oh dear, cleared in a heartbeat. This is now a problem. This is a 5v3. Fnatic do still have bodies on the site, and they do have the time on their side. But this is difficult. Can they herd Heretics correctly here?
The rotation back from the KO as well. Wu got spotted at A
Yeah,
main
here comes all
flank,
the retake
setting up
detail.
Mini Boo for a late flank.
Yeah, quick flash and now the push. It
Whoa.
looks like Fnatic want to try and take over CT as almost a counter swing. Boaster can't quite close down the kill. Boo's just buying time for the rest of the flood to come through. Clearing the side well, Durka.
Durka, fair play.
Out of nowhere, Alpha succeeds towards CT. And now all in the hands of Mini Boo in a 1v2. It's
Ooh.
going to be handled. Durka, fantastic form on the site. Fnatic with a plan in mind and they execute it well. I love
Yeah,
the concept of the
if the
deadlock
individuals
there.
are gonna do
I feel
this.
like we've got a really nice agent counter pick to what is
Oh,
one of the
5v3.
best things that Heretics do.
It's going to be interesting to see how like all these flanks try to develop. Team Heretics definitely look to get a flank off there, expecting, hey, if it's a deadlock trap, we could just walk past it silently. But no, the barrier's there. You cannot get past that without breaking it or waiting it out, and that stalls so much time. Durka, huge impact on the site there. That is like the reason why you want to have a player like this in your team. The enemy's on guns and you can do that, makes it look easy.
This is
With 3 people going down though, it's a big swing round, right? Everyone here can't buy 3 people for Fnatic, so kind of worth 2 this one. And they want to flash swing once this smoke goes down, or off contact.
Idea with Deadlock and it looking quite viable. Now, this is early round. That's the first round they've won, so I'm a little high off the hopium. But I mean, it's a nice concept. But in actuality, now we see what Heretics have to bring back for this. Still on good purchase. Rien's taken a lot.
I kind of like this default. They block vision here with the smoke, and then they TP or fake. Well, they did the TP earlier, but this time they fake it. They think that someone's already in this area, so with just a fake TP and a smoke, they actually pull a rotate over towards A.
That's all of it. He's going to see everything here.
Oh, it hits 2.
Towards top middle. Lovely pop flash, and that just
Wait, they're
sets up
committed
food
just
for
crouching.
Rien's. The camera being the downward
They're just
Fnatic.
turrets.
They had no idea what was
No
waiting on the
way,
other
man.
side.
They just stuck it
Heretics
out.
Set for success. Lovely spot towards middle. That was
2
so
turrets.
Just standing and holding their ground, not much else they could do, caught in the net, and they're just popping these guys. All 5 players for Fnatic, I think there was like a 5-man scan even.
Yeah,
So Rien's probably just
the camera
racking up
got
all
them a
these assists off
lot
the
of
back that
info
as
there.
well.
Because they were over towards B, but the fact that the camera spotted these guys middle, and they could rotate back towards middle and do this,
Everyone being
become the
noted.
turrets.
Oh. Fnatic with a swift reminder. And their economy is going to be stunted now. They're not going to get that nice little back-to-back build here. They do have Durka's ult, so interesting when they want to bring that into effect. And actually, it's Mini Boo.
Yeah, like we said, force them down to an eco. They got a hero gun on Leo. If Leo gets a kill, it's an ult.
This is a half buy from Fnatic, so you don't want to give them too many opportunities.
They do have that Yoru ult, and we saw
The good news
combos
for Heretics
yesterday
is they
between
didn't spot
Durka
this
using
camera,
his Yoru
right?
ulti
So
and
they
then
did the A
getting a
default,
stun
pulled 3
on the
people here,
targets,
camera
coming out
spotted, the other
ultimate
2
with
moved
flash,
back, and then
just
they
having
just
an
did the
opening.
punish.
I think they're
Camera's
gonna
still
go
here, so
use that over
Fnatic
towards
don't
B,
really
probably trying to find Benji
know
and
about
isolate
why
him,
there were
take
2
him out.
people
If
there
they're
just
able to
owning
take
them.
out basically one of Team Heretics' win condition right off the rip, that's going to be really good for these guys. But it's a big investment.
And where the hell did Boo just get that? I guess down middle. Yeah, okay. They found Alpha, trying to maybe hit up a bit of alert. Rien's going to take contact towards CT.
Oh.
Lovely from Rien's. Chronicle goes
Just
down.
before he TP'd
Having
out.
a rough start for Chronicle here.
Gun here.
And now 5v3.
Leo
They're not
picked up the orb in
falling
B
for
main,
what
so he
Fnatic
has his
want.
ult,
They'll
not that
let
he's
them
going to be
take a bit of a
using it in
bump,
this
but
one.
they're losing our numbers elsewhere.
Dude, the
Damage on
util
Boaster.
is
There's no clean
disgusting
win
at the
cons here.
moment.
Beautiful shot from Leo. Going to need a lot more of that, though. He's got his ult. Don't know if this is the round.
Well, this is going to get smoked, right? One way.
Posted down
Oh,
so
they
low.
smoked themselves
They get
off.
another kill or two, though. It could be a good investment.
Speaking of
I
ults,
honestly
who's gonna go
think
for his,
that
fancying the chances
Fnatic
on
might
that?
take this a
Leo
little
might be
bit.
considering this. I mean, he's at least going to go for
This is Boo's
Bash off it,
smoke.
Getting very close to the smoke and all together. Really good synergy from Heretics.
Okay, well,
and no
it didn't
threats
work out
found
great.
in the post plant.
It was nice. It was
Comfy
smoke
in
to
the end for
gain
standing,
control of the
building
site,
across
clear the
board.
site, and then when they want to
Josh,
duel over
they're-
towards
they're-
here, it's
they've
pretty
gotta
much
get one of these
fading.
fire rounds coming in now for Fnatic.
He's got some
Fnatic
ults.
absolutely need to figure out a solution. They chose to start attack. They knew Sunset was going to get picked. They knew Heretics.
He said
They
that.
love this map.
I wasn't saying they were going to win.
This is-
I was
I
saying
mean,
that they
Heretics,
might
they
enjoy
lost
the
the
smoke.
Kickoff Grand Finals. They don't want to have a
didn't.
repeat of that. They want to make sure that they're able to close this out, you know, get some trophies going, get it for Benji. I mean, Benji's been playing lights out the whole time, so...
Yeah.
he's
What
eyeing
combo
that
do they
for
want?
sure.
I mean, ults
Like,
galore.
honestly,
So if
which
there was a
combo
plan
do
in
they
mind,
want
they
here?
would
It
run
feels
the
like all of
perfect
these combo
opportunity to do it
insanely
now.
well
You
off
have
the
4
Yoru
ults
ult.
online, and I think even TP's only one away for Kron if they really wanted that. But still, this is huge for Fnatic. A big opportunity in this round to try and turn the tide.
I wouldn't be surprised if Heretics get a little bit aggro on this round.
Down and down and down.
Because if they sit on the side, they're going to get overwhelmed.
They got to get to the post plant first. And already seeing a bit of a back and forth in middle. Alpha going to be spotted. We're going to hear that ult come in. Durka looking to take space.
Into both the
Flying
server
up that B
ult
side first and
or...
foremost. Notes one. How much more does he find here? Doesn't get the full info on market. That could be a terrible surprise. There's a lot of players in there, but Boaster with a fabulous pick. Takes down Miniboo, and they try and flood the site, and it
Yeah,
works.
I mean, this was
Fnatic
nice. Get to the
cracking
info,
open B
all of site
incredibly
clear.
well.
They get to save 3 ultimates as
Full
well because they were able to,
split.
with just 2 ultimates, get all the info,
nice and
get
easy.
the Rolling Thunder, all 3 players affected
It's the same
by
thing
it,
that
and
the
great
Fnatic
spacing
could do
from Fnatic
well
to come in there,
on
grab their second
Breeze and on Split, right? When they use the Yoru, their
Imagine,
Yoru
I
ult
mean,
stuff is
unless
good.
some heroics
When
game
this
come, Boo
team
teleports
can
last
work out what the other
second,
team
and
is,
then
it's
defuse the
just easy
spike.
for them. That's why they kind of dominated the
Be, a little bit of
their own
surprise,
meta of
but
Sky and Sova.
Sand. This is a good little wake-up call. Heretics, I want to see them pushed. Again, I feel like Heretics have proven time and time again how good they are. Benji.
And they didn't overuse
Yeah, easy
ults,
time
that's
for
the
now,
main
are
thing
you?
here.
I think they'll leave it where it is. Money's not particularly stable for Fnatic, so they need to keep hold of what they've got. They do still have those ults, though, as you were highlighting. They still have quite a lot to work with. A nice combination between the two. Durka and Leo there. On the other side for Heretics,
Yeah, and
though,
Fnatic's money's so
another
low, so they
wake-up
don't want to
call.
hunt, they just want to keep
Okay,
the
still
3k.
facing Fnatic. And we've seen the comebacks in the last
That was
couple
a
of
nice
days.
shot
It
from
doesn't matter
both
what the
teams.
scoreline is until you see 13. It ain't over.
It's almost like you don't know exactly what you expect from Fnatic. They've not looked great all season, but throughout playoffs, they've been taking down the bigger teams, and you're just expecting them like, oh wait, are they out? No, wait, maybe they're on a comeback or a resurgence. So this is a
Sova
huge
up.
test for these guys. And on a map that they don't ever play, it's
And
a
their
huge
camera's
question
back
mark
over
still.
towards middle to
2
spot.
rounds.
They're going for the flash and the slide to duel over towards A early, right?
So that's going to be a little bit of a switch up.
No.
Not sure how he wants to utilize that or where.
Oh, I like this though. So camera's going to spot and then he's just going to swing.
Benji, but still, cautious beginnings.
Right here.
And looking to maybe
Yeah,
punish
that's,
this.
I
Yeah,
mean,
the
that's
slow
an
creep
easy
in
one.
middle.
Bro, this
Fnatic
camera is
looking to
annihilating
prioritize maybe that
Fnatic right
control
now.
they've been building from, taking over market, pressuring top mid every now and then. That's a swift answer to that.
I think he was expecting maybe Alpha to be lurking around middle. He's done it a couple times, but it always seems like Fnatic in the second phase.
Yeah,
they
Dirk
always
is going
go
to see
into
this
middle,
though, and that might
that
save
camera
them in
from
future
Benji
rounds.
Getting the info so that the perfect timing with the op can come in.
Yeah, here we go. That should turn the eyes anyway, but they'll know when there's a full commit behind it. Aldra, a bit of an issue. He's in a bit of trouble here, he ends. How long can you live? He's got help, he's not alone. Benji actually going to stick around on this. It's Miniboo to find Alpha. And now the beautiful throw from Benji. A scrap in middle, but you got to look at the numbers. It's a 3v2.
Keep an eye on
And the
this push
space isn't
behind.
comfy. They don't have the full information
And
of
I
what's
think
going on the other side of the
Boaster
map.
hears that.
And with Alpha down, the info's been lost.
Yeah.
Booze.
I know they hear Boo, I think, running
Yeah,
around.
he's 100% been heard. Boaster.
Wait, they're not going to
They're
chase
gonna
him though,
reroute.
right?
They
30
do
seconds
have
left.
enough
Okay,
time to do
so
it as
Leo
well.
goes over towards a free site, and then Boaster's just hunting.
This is
And he's got this
scary
kill.
times. Boaster out
Wait.
on a limb here.
Oh man,
he's
I
bought
hate when I
safety.
speak and this stuff
Runs the other
happens. he's
But now there's an issue on
he's
the other
literally
side of the map.
fully
They've
out
gotta
of there.
get back.
It's okay. He's got the Hunter's Fury.
It's true. Oh, it's just a little scary.
double
isn't it, though? You've
smoke
got
and
so
Omen
much on the line
flash.
here. Heretics not sure what's in front of them, having to clear through methodically, still being quite.
Why is Boaster on
paranoid,
Sova?
trying to
Dude,
push
watch
up to
this.
get that
Watch
pick,
this
trying to
Sova ult,
even it back
and that'll
down
be
to
the
2v2,
answer.
Not the case. Boaster re-emerging, creeping back closer, respecting the smoke for now, but there's already the tap on the spike. They've got to try and get towards this one too. Gonna get it towards half at the very least. But time's starting to run low. Leo the first to put life on the line is supposed to connect, but now it's all on
It's
Boaster.
just a straight up,
Just too late in
straight
the
up
day.
ult of this.
Interestingly played.
Yeah,
Which Sova ult? The Sova ult that's coming, chat. Not this round. He's obviously not going to ult here. That'll be a waste of an ult with 3 people. Come on, chat. Engage your brain. I'm talking when it happens. He's not going to ult in a 3v2 when they can just jiggle the spike.
Play these trades, we're going to be okay. But these start around fights around market, they're getting really scrappy, and I love it.
that's going to be.
I'm talking about this
sting a
round.
little for Fnatic there as well, and it's enough that's caused the timeout now. Enough rounds falling towards Heretics' favor, they decide that it's time to check in, and I'm kind of curious who's having the chat in this. Because we've seen Mini getting very involved in some of these timeouts as well, so I don't know if that's the case, or if it's more from Boaster's side, if it's more from Alpha, or if where it's coming from here.
It could be coming from anyone because this is
Mini
such a
having chat?
it's such a weird composition. I wonder how many reps they even have with this.
Yeah, I don't think it's many. I don't think it's many reps.
Craft this out behind the scenes, which obviously they have. This won't be the first time they've tried this, but it's how comfortable are they? How confident are they? And it is a bit of a curveball to come out on map 1 in a best of 5. Yeah, you know, you're coming in obviously with 2 bans against you. And
This kind of backs my theory though. My theory that they had like a really bad read of the meta
chance on it, I guess. Come out with something a little different, try and
at the beginning of the year with the sky changes.
Play, right? This is like Fnatic are playing the long game.
Maybe they were trying to use more deadlock. I know that I know the Vitality were using loads of deadlock as well, and then they scrapped it.
Anyways, and Fnatic know that if they just make this as long, prolonged, just like draw it out, make Heretics invest more energy to win.
Maybe it was just a thing in scrims back then.
Fnatic's goal is here.
Rock over towards B to break the trip. You got to shout out Benji here, just waiting for the shock and then puts his trip back.
They've been able to address the information flow in middle.
I just want to see a blind ulti from Alpha just come out, just randomly, just launch that, man.
Well, oh
Oh no!
not what the doctor
Oh no,
ordered.
man!
Fnatic left
This
in,
one
Tatters
fell
as
apart.
Heretics make 'em
This
look
one fell apart so
like
much.
mincemeat, and
Dude, surely they
Andalusia
just use the drone
flawless
early.
right off the timeout. Because hey, if
The
Fnatic
problem with
call
calling the
timeout,
timeout
Heretics get the
is
opportunity
it
to talk
gave
as well.
it gave
They were ready for
Heretics'
that.
coaches a chance
There were no
to
surprises.
counter this
Yeah, I don't even
default
think
where
that
it's been a
we're seeing
one-way
anything
into a
too crazy
TP, so
from
Mini
Heretics
Boost just
holding
plays in
close
front
to
of
the
it,
one-way
knowing
smoke.
that the
They've
stun's
been in
most
the
likely
back
going to
a few
come in
times
here.
before. Riens has been here with his op before.
So
the Hunter's very in the
Heretics kind of
back.
won the
Just blasting
timeout
them.
off.
Look at that grin. Look
Yeah,
at that smile.
just laughing about it.
Oh.
Damn smile.
That damn smile. And it's broken again. The money from Fnatic's just going to be left like a little
Go on,
all over the
Boaster.
place.
Maybe not this.
And
I
they
mean,
just
honestly,
seem
this round's
hell-bent
fine.
on this approach, and we've seen a similar look. It's a very similar start.
Dude,
Alpha
they're
he has no
fully
chance in this.
countering
Boaster's
it.
gonna sit
I
down
told you,
here. He
chat.
does
Look
get
at this
the
ult.
Anything more? Yeah. Okay, Boo's still
Go
here.
one,
and
though.
Boo's still firing.
1.5.
2 big kills. And he can back away now. Job done. Tick in the box. Boaster and Leo have to walk past the remains of their own team. They finally got
Out of the
A main
timeout,
control, but at what cost?
Heretics coaches, and potentially the players as well, worked out 2 ways
Good
of
control
punishing
so far.
the default that
Heretics.
Fnatic have been doing every round. With the TP and the one-way smoke.
Okay.
Okay, 2v4,
Okay,
2v2.
One of those is it. Fair play. And a 2v2. There's still one on the site. That outdrone is a problem. Oh my god, you're a lucky boy, Riens.
Why does it feel like Leo bails this
Well, they've
team
cleared
out
the
of
default
so
box at the
many
back of the
rounds?
site. That's all they really need.
Okay.
What a shot. Finds Riens and now, but look who's left alive.
NG
Just
does
a
have ult
reminder of
though.
what this guy can do.
Oh
And yeah,
no.
there it
He
is.
has ult
There's a
for
reminder
that.
for you. Leo's gone
Instant
down.
reposition from him,
Where's
not
he
even
gone?
any
There's
hesitation.
Benji going around the world. Boaster. It wasn't a committed plant. It was a tap on the spike. So it kind of almost indicates that they don't know how close, how far, what Benji was up to.
Spike planted.
Plenty of bodies on the other side, but Benji getting closer, toying with expectation. And Boaster left on 45 on the site. 2 shot darts, sure, but he can't reposition. He doesn't know what's safe and what's not.
I think his dart, his dart just came back, so he's gonna clear out one lane.
That's all he's got, Benji.
Spawner elbow now, probably.
It's a gamble, and it's a perfect choice from Benji.
He played it
The guy doesn't
very,
lose these.
very well.
He just
First
doesn't
kill
lose
into
these. He's so
instant
damn
decision
clutch.
to round the world up.
He might actually be the best clutcher in the region right now. I
Oh,
don't have the
his
stats to back that up, but eye
stats
test
are
alone
pretty good, I
tells me
reckon.
that's all I need to know.
Do you know what I really want to see throughout this? Benji and Chronicle in a 1v1 at some point. Like, I want to see that all like clutch back to back, because Chronicle's had a couple of like key ones where he's just like suddenly hit back to form. Overall though, Benji wins it out in my mind.
Yeah.
Like, he's been nuts. But hey, that got close, but
Revealing area.
not close enough. 7-2, held on 2 rounds.
Speaking of Chronicle and clutching it out, it's interesting to see that he's on Omen, Boaster's on Sova. Not really, you would expect to see the opposite maybe.
Yep, hey, I feel like this whole agent selection left me with question marks. I can't wait to see what the analyst desk makes of it too, and kind of the concept
Of all the
behind
questions we have about the
This is it,
agents,
yeah.
this is the question. Chronicle on Smokes, Boaster on Sova.
Yep. Okay. Rifles back out for both sides. But man, have Heretics look good so far.
I like the switch up from Heretics as well. They've been winning this A lobby fight so consistently they decide, hey,
Surely
let's
not
just
coming
stack
back.
up B.
Yep. And I don't know if they've figured out mid yet, really.
Recon goes in. Are they going to think that this trip is broken?
If they have, dealing with it is so difficult. You have to put a body behind it.
Oh my
just
god.
let the Wonder Kid loose.
Wait, did he?
Not bad from Alpha. A good start. And look at the follow-up damage as well.
Here we
All
go.
right, let's see if it works out, eh?
Okay.
Oh my god, oh my
Oh.
god, he's actually got Benji!
He's got one.
They don't save him! They're trying! And Alpha's just punishing them! Oh, that is devastating! Alpha, the one-man band right now, the one-man army with 3 kills already. Rienz and Boo just probably left shaking their heads. Wow, you're meant to get past that. Here we got Boo. I think Kron spotted it. Oh, he has, there it is.
Lovely round
Finds an
here.
opposing number.
This is
and
way
Rienz
too much.
now. God, he's such an oppressive agent when you see it in work, but still. NT, there we are.
I think it's just like a morale buff ult. You get
really
someone with
is.
it, you just see him, you're just counting down the time
Yep.
it takes for
Even
them
on
to
this?
actually
Sure.
succumb to it, and then you're just like
Leo
having a good-
probably doesn't want to give
good
Leo his
laugh,
ult, to be
nice
honest, because it's not
giggle.
really a money thing right now.
Not Benji of all people, it feels
So,
cruel.
want to make sure that Leo doesn't get ult.
Okay.
You gotta be dangerous with the people.
And that means that they have to
you
at
pick,
least
because
get
if
the
you
orb,
start
so maybe they can
angering
defend the
beast,
orb.
you
They've
know,
at
you
least
know,
been
you
shutting
fucking
down
around,
over
and he
towards
comes
A.
back for vengeance on, like,
So
map
probably going
2.
to keep up with that.
It's not gonna be fun.
Deadlock under A Queen. Dude, is it Saint? Is Saint here? Is that him?
Absolutely viable. But it's also in the hands of Alpha, who just like kind of got them the dry pick.
Dude, there's a
and
lot
then
of
just, like,
Deadlock
punished
believers.
The, you know, trying to bail
They're
them
coming out of the cracks these
Perfect round
days.
to show off what Alpha can do with the right agent, I guess. But it's repeatable success we're looking for. It's hard to do again.
I just can't believe he hopped in there with his arm out like
It's
it.
like, let's go.
Lots of ults ready for Team
A
Heretics.
lot. It's just
Fnatic
Saint,
went off
just
the
Saint on all his
Rolling
multiple
Thunder
accounts.
and Yoru
Well, how
with
can
his
Saint
ult.
be here and at
Those
the
are
venue?
great
That's at least
combination
2.
as well to have.
There's one of the 3 rounds that they got. Was
There's
using
got to
that
be
clearing
more.
through market with it.
Benji keeps owning it. He keeps
There you
just
go, Benji.
listening for the bounce.
shot's
Here's
been
the
coming
bounce,
at the start of
picks
the
up
round
the
to break
trip.
this and then Benji's in a
then
position
splits
to
it back.
take it back and replace it. And now
Keeps
they have to
happening.
miss a second shock if they want to take it, or Yoru Clone Plus shooting it.
Keeping eyes on when Durka comes over. It looks
Right
like he's
here.
on the way. Still 4 players here. There's you're right though. They have put a lot of faith.
It goes a bit silent. Smoke over towards mid. We get a drone to clear mid.
Clear through mid. Nothing there. Nothing
And
at least within
they're
kind of
holding all of this right
close
now. All of A is on
waters.
lock.
And if Team Heretics is weak
So they're
mid
just
like
gonna
this,
stay
they don't
strong on
have
B.
info, and Fnatic knows.
Okay, can they deal with this back line? There's the stun. And they're going to try and counter this. Durka trying to do damage on the back here. And he's going to commit behind it. Fnatic
Wait.
though on the run. They're trying to get out of here. Keep your eye towards Boo as well. Durka,
boy.
oh dear, he's in so much danger. He's been punished. Rien's played it patiently, but it's still on Boo. This is a lot of pressure in this man's hands. Info
Yeah, but
is
Boo
free
just needs to
flying.
fall back. Boo also
knows
has
what's
Omen
coming his
Flash.
way.
And there's a
Fnatic
4-person
have 30
rotate with
seconds
1
to stick
person
to the
behind.
landing. And you're gonna hear it. Miniboo gonna rip the ult and already gonna punish. Poster's gone down. They're being stalled at the door. Paranoia posted. And he wants more.
Oh man,
Miniboo
it's a
just trying to lean
slaughter.
into this.
They're not gonna have a
Fnatic
chance to
being
plant.
held.
They're gonna go
know-
save.
It's Rolling Thunder.
They have nothing to go for this though. They've got so much to try and clear through. 14 seconds. They don't have the time anymore. They are
10
just
seconds left.
left to rot here. 7 seconds. They've got to back away from this. And Benji could punish. These are prized possessions in their hands, and they're being ripped away. spotting him out. And actually, Leo's going to try and keep hold of his, but there's more coming. This isn't just a one-man hunting squad. There is more behind this. Chronicle sprays and prays and keeps his life. 8-3 now.
And I don't know, their
Heretics
default
finding answers here,
is
finding
their default and
solutions
stuff.
to things that
Everything's
worked just
failing,
moments ago.
right? So I think they're just gonna off the bat fast strat with the
And this game
breach
is
or
looking super
makes the most
one-sided, but it
sense.
can still be so close.
Philly
Just
Dilly,
one
thank you with the
different
23
round
months,
can
bro.
make a
Appreciate the
big
tier 1.
swing
Thank you for the
happen.
support,
I
mate.
think there's a, I mean, the great ult from Leo, Rolling Thunder, could be the difference maker in this.
How do they
Okay,
want to use
you
it?
know,
Are they
you can
hoping
tell,
it's another beast
you can
stack?
tell
There's
there's a
some
lot
players
of,
here potentially.
there's a lot
They
of
know
on the
that Benji and
fly
Lance are
stuff
always
going
playing
when
close
you're
to target,
seeing
and
so
that might
many
be the target.
pings and they're just talking about how to play the round
you
like
might be right, at
in the
least from the
first
early
30
intent.
seconds of the round.
Can they pressure?
You watch every other Fnatic thing, they call
young
like a
gun
name of
himself,
a
Benji.
setup and they're like,
See
yep,
what he's
this is
got
what
for
we
us
all
here.
do. This
Stalled
one,
out. Benji's in a little
the
bit of
mini-map's
danger
got
now,
like
slowed
20
down
pings
and
on it.
injured, but he's still
They're
standing,
telling
still
him where to
breathing.
go.
Blanc gonna come in and they can't really deny it, but he's still not being cleared on
Still
this.
not bad at
So
the
he's
moment.
gonna keep his life and he gets away with his life. Where's that TP gone?
And they have the breach for the afterplant, so if they wanted, they
Sound
could
of
round the
danger
world
more
with
than
someone
anything,
as well.
and Leo's ready and waiting.
They got the wall up, got the trip as well.
This is gonna be the deadlock utility on top
It's
of
gonna
it.
be,
This is very,
I mean,
very
it's gonna be a spam fest with the
difficult
smokes probably.
with a re-clear.
That was already used.
There it is, Rolling Thunder going to come through. Doesn't do as much as maybe they'd want here, but there's going to be time. They've got to try and deal with this backline, and Miniboo's on the case. Durka denied. Lovely catch on the front, and the follow-up! Classic work from Durka. Benji, relax a little here. Oh my good God, why does he always look dangerous? Why does he always look dangerous? They've got to throw everything
What
in,
is
and the
this?
kitchen sink's going to come flying past in a
The
second.
5v5
He's down to
afterplant,
jump.
it just...
Stop it! Just
Guy's a beast, man.
stop!
Look, he's good.
Four?
He's not that good, okay?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Scares me. 8-4
Four.
though.
Or could be...
It's
it's not enough.
If it was any
It's
other
not
team, I'd
enough,
say,
man.
hey,
They're on flying so much of it. I don't even
let's
know
start
why
talking
I'm trying to
about buying.
believe.
But this is still Fnatic, and we have seen these turnarounds.
You're saying
in the
4 is
last couple
good?
of
Okay,
games, right?
then
They've
I'm
been able to
believing.
close in
Sure.
this.
This is also where things get a little interesting because
Ooh.
Miniboo's on the Neon, which means going for the sprints, going for the slides, going into the deadlock. So is that going to change how kind of things work around? Are you going to get stunned in
I like the
middle of,
smoke that they
running
did. You
out
know how most
somewhere and
people are
they get
smoking
punished for it?
themselves off?
Second stun on
The
Leo,
smoke's
it
actually
means that
pretty
Team
good. They
Heretics, a
smoke
team
just
that
like
we
right
know to
on the
be
edge of the
grouped up
spike,
4 or
so you
5
can
man
see
hits all the
the
time.
spike
If they
itself
go
if
through
it is
one
getting
lane,
diffused, and
does
that can
that
only
one
be in
stun
one
from Leo
spot, and
completely
then obviously
disrupt
people
their
can't
entire
spam
attack?
behind it, and your spam's going to be good. So I like that. That actually isn't too bad.
At 7-11, not
It's
yet.
at least better for us to watch than
We'll see.
when you smoke
See if
yourself
those-
off.
Those stats up a little bit. I want to see the impact of this deadlock. I'm really genuinely interested. And I feel like this is one of those where it could just be, you know, a little flash in the pan, but an opportunity to show it off. Show us a little variety here. That is the
Big
spice of
Jules.
life for those shots. Took a little moment, but they get that for Rien's. Good start towards Poster. Alpha's still around and they forgot about him.
Whoa.
And you can't forget about him. Gonna find a quick back-to-back kill. Keep this competitive. Rien's still just throwing damage down. Massive work on
No,
Turkish.
he's not. He's
Oh
going
my
to get
God, he's got
another as
Chrome.
well. He's going to get darker.
What is he up to? 10 HP and he's still just like, yeah, why not?
Oh.
Dirk is lower anyway, but he's still breathing. Boot on the trade. And a
6
1v2.
HP.
6 HP. Oh, it's got to be clean or he's dead. Oh my God, stop it. Stop it.
A lot of time.
Oh, you should be fine, right?
Should be.
Should be. Right?
Jump peek.
God.
He has enough to survive the headshot as well. I think this is all she wrote.
Yeah, it is.
What
Okay,
a shot,
boom.
man. Fair play.
Gonna make it.
Okay, well, any chance of
Start, you know,
Fnatic winning this, I
pushing
think,
forward.
just went.
First round in the second half. Fnatic held on 4.
Yesterday, I think we saw Fnatic force buy in round 2. I don't think we're going to see it here.
Probably not. And again, a reminder, if you're just tuning in, best of 5. Long series in front of us between these two, hopefully. As it stands,
Maybe.
though, Heretics, big advantage coming into this with the veto to pick what they wanted first and foremost. And early utility,
Bro, it's so tanky.
Info.
indeed, and it's caused a massive reaction already. I mean, you got to make, yeah, you got to try and gamble stack almost in this, right?
Heretics
Big mid-fight.
going for the FPX, and they are allowed 2 deaths.
Fnatic.
2 deaths.
Maybe more.
Yeah, Who should have heard some of that?
And this is pretty much the way that you play it, right? The 3 rifles are all together. They can make sure they can trade each other out, and then the people getting info are just the ghosts that can go down. And then the other 3 can react with the guns, overwhelm whatever defense is in the other position.
Most of that Sheriff with Alpha. And a little bit of hesitation here from Heretics, maybe feeling the stack, but...
They're kind of locked in, but that's a huge
Sees
kill.
the entirety of them, does do a little bit of damage, but it's only 47. Benji's still fine. More audio cues, yes. But it just looks like deathmatch in middle. We are down to mostly classics here, so very hard for Fnatic to make.
What gun is Alpha
sort of
got?
impact.
Sheriff back of sight?
Alpha's though in the right
Hold up.
place. 30 seconds and a Sheriff. And they are running into this. And he's going to let 1 pass. He's going to let 2 pass. And he's going to look for a 3rd.
Of course, though, still damage. 20 seconds to plant.
And now in a 3v3, it gets a little bit more dangerous, a little more dicey. Boaster doing what he can, but re-ends the turret himself. And Durka...
Ooh, Oriens didn't see him.
1v2. They're not in perfect health. But he needs a freebie. Oh my god!
Imagine.
It's a nice try.
I saw it! I saw it! I'm getting flashbacks.
Yeah, Alpha played it really well.
Really, really well. All of these close rounds, they look fantastic, they look exciting, but it's still 10 for Heretics. They've done everything they needed to get a huge advantage now coming in to the next sort of rounds, right? When these rifles start coming out. It's a little bit of a wake-up call to check your corners, if there's ever a chance. Alpha just slip in the net a little bit, but the bonus certainly looking a little ropey for Heretics.
10-4, huge lead. Their map pick, their strongest map as well. Fnatic, if they want a chance to bring it back, it needs to be here.
Oh, they got some Heretics have some new
That's
stuff.
still the first map of the BO5.
Yeah, it's going to be a potentially long day if Alpha...
This was kind of sick.
He could have had the second there. He's Chronicle backing him up. Gets this one
Bro, there's
going.
so many
Storm
stuns,
tries to
stuns
be
on
controlled,
stuns.
But he can't quite connect it towards Miniboot. And now, not going to get the free clear towards the side. It's Leo holding the line. And now Spike left towards Elbow. This is difficult. Benji, we said it before. The kid's clutch. Can he do it now? Going to be spotted early. Looking for a fight.
This
Boaster with a quick
a nice setup over towards side though. I like that Heretics have a new aggro A as well.
Good to stem the bleed, right? You're not going to
They
just
have a
suddenly lose out.
they have a lot of them after they spammed it so much against Liquid.
Still the Hunter's Fury up for Riens though. Team Heretics, if they want to be able to close this out easily, without like threat of like, oh, is Fnatic gonna do a comeback? This happened to them the last time they met, right? You know, Fnatic came back and on Lotus, and then they took it all the way to 12 rounds and ended up going overtime. But Team Heretics probably want to close it out before it gets to another situation like that. Hunter's Fury probably going to be invested here. They don't want to hang on to this one for too long.
Yeah, it's the big round that means that everyone has to eco. I say everyone, too, in the whole team.
Also kind of that ult economy in mind. I want to
So
see how
all
they
the
want
ults
to
are big, they push over
this,
towards
'cause
B,
on the
they
outside,
get,
Dirk's just
they're
got
all
his
online,
ready.
and we got 2
Aggressive start
each.
towards B main, taking all of that space.
Here.
And Heretics just kind of playing through on middle. They've given up some of these extremities and hearing. I don't know if they will hear this out.
And this is
They
strong.
might be aware of it eventually.
The
This
jiggle,
quite deep,
nade,
highly
Omen
addictive
flash
middle,
into
of
just
course, that A
swing.
side.
Oh, I mean, take that.
All the space stolen
Dude,
from B.
Boaster.
Might get caught here. Boaster.
Okay, this is how I okay, this is how I know that they don't practice this one. Boaster is walking out
Actually, Hunter's Fury his way.
of long
And
B
Heretics
on a
was so
Sova.
close. Is now on Durka.
If the
He's
pings
managed
on the
to keep his
minimap
life
weren't enough
undetected
proof,
thus far, but he's got a whole army marching
They
towards him.
really
This time going to be a bit of a hindrance.
are on the flying
Still
list.
here, still tucked in the corner. Going to hear those steps and find a body to put on the ground. Leo falls though, so it's still on Durka here. How much more can he stay
He's got a
around?
100% hit rate.
Out of there, but oh dear. Okay, he got caught in the end. Alpha going to catch him before there was any sort of problem towards it. Late round, Durka makes his reappearance, does the damage, and we're in a 2v2.
can just Omen flash on the tap.
Durka towards site itself.
Oh, it's a great flash.
Played into Chronicle on the
Yeah,
look
not
back,
this
but
guy,
it's still
though.
Benji. The timing here. Durka surely. Oh my god.
Bro, he's
Oh,
insane,
Benji.
dudes.
Beautiful.
He's
Work from
so
the man.
good right now. I have to put him in the top 10 when I'm doing my top 10 list. Playing too well.
Wow. This guy is so good.
He's actually nuts.
It's insane.
That, by the way, is my technical analysis for the round. Is that
Yeah,
this
thanks,
guy
Al.
is so good.
I mean, I think it summed it up pretty well.
I think one of the things that makes him so good in these types of situations is, like, obviously he has really good awareness of where people are.
Top 10 isn't
but
even a
he's so
question,
good
dude.
at
Watch
just
people in
locking
Plat
with the
Channel
first
do
two
it.
bullets,
I'll
just getting
argue
a
for him,
headshot
don't worry.
with his Vandal especially, so it's at any range that he can do it. really good first bullet accuracy.
This time, keeping a larger focus towards maybe catching that B main control. They've respected Fnatic enough. They've let them kind of allow that, you know, that space to be taken. And now they're going to retake the space behind them. Quietly too. Not utilizing utility to clear in this.
They don't need to care about A for another about probably 10 seconds or so. That's when the barrier is going to go down. We're going to see.
Yeah, I mean they're just using it like Red Atom used to use the Sage Wall.
Curious for
Just
information.
early Sage Wall, go stack
Team
elsewhere.
Heretics is waiting out that timing.
And it's going to add that level of paranoia if they start pressuring at this point. But look at this mid pressure. Look at what Dirk is up to.
I think they might go into B, try to like fake the plant, and then Boo's going to collect the spike and go back to A potentially, but not
They
anymore.
just
Big
cleared
shot
that.
there.
They literally just cleared
Do
that.
they
Really good timing on
back
this.
away? No, they're going to continue on this
Boaster,
pathing. Miniboo trying to
my
quietly, but they've been spotted. Dirk is seemingly very aware of what they wanted to achieve.
Not the
but
best gun for
that
this.
Stinger ain't
Oh
gonna
my
do
god,
the
he
job,
ate
but
the
Miniboo is
flash.
close towards
No
back
idea
side
this
and
guy's
wants to
close
go
left.
further. Doesn't consider Leo though.
25
Maybe
seconds to
hoping that they
plant. Boaster takes the
overrotate
spike
it
down.
off the back of contact, but no, Fnatic holding their ground.
Benji's got to go
20
middle,
seconds now, and you got
or they're
Benji
just
and
trying to do
Rienz looking
damage.
for opportunity. Oh my god. Thankfully, Alpha's pull away Benji. So you've got Rienz left in a 1v4 and very few options.
Yeah, not
10
bad. Boaster
seconds
going
in.
to upgrade over towards
Fnatic
site
getting a
as
bit
well.
of a, I guess a little bit of a read into this, starting to work that
And
timing out, starting to get
they're
that
going to have to eco.
mid-pressure working
You can
in
buy
their
an extra
favor.
gun into it.
I think Team Heretics also has a pretty good understanding of how this deadlock's
Is this
working,
Fnatic's
and
first time
we're
playing
not
Sunset?
seeing
Officially,
basically
yeah. They've done it in
Miniboo
practice,
running around,
though,
sprinting
apparently
out
in
into
January.
choke points because he knows that there's a
It's
chance
their
that Deadlock will be
permaban,
there.
basically. Their lower
Destroying. They're
bracket,
taking
they
their
got
time. They're making sure they're
Fnatic
shot
had,
guarding all the
sorry,
areas where Deadlock
Heretics
is.
got to
He plays some
ban
of the
2
sonic
maps.
sensors, and they're understanding where everyone is on the map. Oh, Deadlock started towards A. Use the barrier there. Okay, the barrier's gone. They think that we might go re-clear it. Now is our time to go B. But Fnatic doing a really good job. Once they see that the barrier is going to go down, they start getting curious, look around the map. Dirk is able to catch Boo in the back. No smokes. Jig is up.
Dunzo. I'm surprised Fnatic are running this on this round, but it's very well crafted.
Yeah, they're trying to
But these are
condition them.
recoverable
They want to
rifles
take over
that
towards
could
B.
be gathered if they fall,
It's a little
right?
bit
And
risky against the eco, give them some guns,
got
but
a back hit, does catch Benji,
Chat.
but still, Dirk going down. means it's a
Heretics
rifle in
on
hand.
double pistol, right? You know?
Repositioning, getting that spike.
It's actually, this isn't too bad. Like, if
Not
you're a
an
Fnatic
unlosable
fan
round
right
for Team
now,
Heretics,
2
so
Neon
it's
pistol,
getting a bit closer, picking up
Benji's
that
had
vandal
2
off Durka.
1v2s.
They have the Guardian.
This is
Boo not
actually a
with much,
pretty,
but
if you actually
Miniboo
take
would
away and
trade
maybe give him a
weapons, and then
pistol,
Miniboo pops the ult.
actually relatively
Goes
close in
into
buy
the
rounds.
gas hands could be really dangerous.
Okay, this is going to fall on Alpha's shoulders. The utility's still in place, but not for long. They're going to commit behind this. The one-way smoke does go up, but still. He's just trying to buy time. Yeah, 40 seconds. The rotates are getting closer, but he is still on his own. They're going to pivot towards elbow, pop flash in, and just ahead of the timing on the paranoia. The pressure point just not quite timed right. He gets a fair fight on the second. They can't deal with this guy as Chronicle closes the account.
Does
Gets Fnatic one
Heretics
step
timeout?
closer again.
I want to.
And now, Team Heretics might start to get a little nervous because, you know, Fnatic's closing the gap. Yeah, it was an eco round, granted. Maybe it's time for a timeout. Make sure that we have a good plan to close this game out because this is our best map. This is, you know, the first map of a best of 5, our map pick, enemy's team permaban. Like, we need to get this game. Like, we can't let this get close. We can't let
Different
this
guy,
slip.
yeah, different guy
No,
leading
you're
it, I think.
absolutely right, and there's a lot of pressure.
I think he
on
said thank you
because
at the end.
As a Jerry, if you have
Am I
a very
mishearing?
heavy-weighted map, you put it at almost a pivot point, right? You put it at maybe 3rd or even
Prefer this
4th
guy's
if you
style
need
with
ideally
it.
3rd, because that can be the one you could even close on
Doing a
potentially.
bit
It can
faster.
really put you back on, but leaving it in 1st, it's a little dangerous. So you want to close it, right? And that sounds almost silly, but if you're going to put it here, you don't want to be going into them bind and then potentially being 0-2 down, and then maybe you look at
There
Lotus
goes
and you think,
Lotus,
oh,
and
it's
that was
a coin
close.
flip,
Yep.
right? That's the order. That's when best of 5s get more interesting, is the order of how the maps hit. And Fnatic coming in with a game plan, something unique, something that's kind of put Heretics back under pressure, is perfect. That's what we wanted.
yeah.
So what does
This could
Heretics
be as
have
simple
now up their
as
sleeve? They've been stalled out a little bit.
The Deadlock's
and
playing
and
over
obviously
towards
if
A,
Heretics
take B
haven't been
default,
watching the show, I'd be
and then
surprised,
just
but I'm
walk
sure they have
contact
been watching
all the
these
way over
games.
towards A and
We
just
know that Fnatic
Alpha's gonna be
claw
playing on
back
his own.
games. It has been everything they've been doing for
Fnatic
the last
might
couple of
change up,
days.
though.
You watch the one yesterday, so they're going, it's probably going to be a quick day. No,
But the most obvious call is
You
to
see the first
probably
scores on the half, you're like,
walk
not a
over
problem.
towards
and then suddenly
A.
they remember their Fnatic.
I say as
So,
they're about to
I
absolutely
don't know how
send
they're
it.
doing it, but they seem to be. But still, this should be wake-up time for Heretics. Held at 11 for now. 2 rounds back-to-back for Fnatic. They're building back in.
Oh, I
but a
like this
pacey
from
change here. And a little
from
bit of adjustment from
Fnatic though.
too. Right
Heretics
down
call a
the middle.
timeout,
Durka,
and
looking
they
to
went
try
a
and
little bit
reinforce the other
aggro,
side.
created a
Enough
lot of
has
pressure over
happened
towards middle
that
with the
they're gonna have to
fake.
respect this.
They made
It's gonna
sound
be a
with the
fake.
fake
I wanna see what they're trying to do here. What they're trying to
Hero
pull onto
clone.
which side.
Cover going out.
Heretics,
Boo can
one
get
person
the other side
inserted,
with
and then
his
they're going to go
ultimate,
take
so
mid
that's not
control.
really an issue at the moment.
There's one person inserted.
Settle
Here's the
down for next
wall,
probably 10
so he
seconds
can
or so.
potentially break this.
That's when we're going to see Dar back online.
Oh, diligent clear in middle. This could cost Boaster his life. Let's see if he gets the timing.
And Boaster's going for some really bold plays on this. The push towards B, solo mid, with no one watching middle.
Now Fnatic have to
like top mid.
reset, but where do they put themselves? They don't have a favorable fight now. Re-clearing over towards A, sure. They're going to take that space back. Can't fully go on a flank, but they can at least kind of clear through and allow for a little bit more confidence in this duo between Chronicle
Yeah, it's a free sight.
and of course Leo. Sight now under control by Heretics. I like this adjustment from them. Already going to hear the ult coming in though. Durka trying to do what he can. Can he tee up Leo? Maybe then for someone else to try and close down. Oh dear, Durka.
Stun.
Anything?
Anything? Yeah, anybody
Where
util?
was the help? Where was the support? I guess Alpha got there eventually, but he goes down. Good impact eventually on the site from Leo towards Miniboo, but this is getting a little bit dangerous to my eye. Rien's still
Yeah,
has
and this
two
is the
shock
Heretics
darts as well.
classic.
This is
Does he
not
see over this?
Good for Fnatic,
Ooh.
but they clear Boo. Hold on. Shock dart there. Keep your ear to the ground.
Fade in 3.
This is going to be halfway though. They're going to be sat towards this one. They're going to play ahead of it.
Oh, that was kind of close though. That was kind of close. Shout out to Woot, man. Another 4K for him.
That's 12 for Heretics, and Josh, talk me through that adjustment there, because they started very differently for Heretics. They tested that A side and then pivoted back.
I think one of the things we're seeing a lot from Team Heretics here is slow starts and just making sure that they understand exactly what is going on, where Alpha's playing, where all this utility is, and this
was a good call from the coaches, right? They insert one over towards A so they can hear the wall if it gets put down, because they basically know that they've been walling and then stacking somewhere. So they insert one here, he hears the wall, they can break it, create pressure over towards A, then just group up B. Okay, 5 chances to win this one, and it's just a B hit. Got double stun on site.
You can shift walk past her trips.
And they Sova ult, sorry, they Omen ult next to it to create question marks like they could have gone spawn.
But with all the info found early for Fnatic, they can stack this other side of the map, so we are just...
Damn.
Oh my good.
Bro, he's got a 3 for 3 hit rate. They melted it, but...
Backside, though, looking for the follow, but it's going to get it. Boaster denies Benji too. It's a 2v3. Look at the positioning, catch up on this one. And Leo still has his ult. Still could do key damage, key impact. Durka shouldering this, limited information following. Spike not to hand and time not on their side, and Rien's only with a Guardian. Surely this doesn't work out. Oh my god.
Oh man, they are scary when it comes to Angels. Everyone in this team.
Leaving them in ruins on
All right,
the
not
site,
bad.
and
A little bit
done.
undercooked in terms of Fnatic stuff, but I think that was to be expected.
I thought for sure we were going to see a rolling thunder.
I feel like they did alright. They honestly did alright. No pistol, lost a lot of big rounds.
You know, suddenly Heretics starts to sweat a little bit, but no, Heretics close.